Linux file system hierarchies.
Linux file system hierarchy. You guys are already watched all the recordings, right? So I pasted in the chart. I pasted in the that GitHub account, guys. 360-degree Linux AWS pressures. So this is the day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5 classes. I already uploaded in the YouTube, and these are the images. So while teaching the class, right? So I took the screenshot and I uploaded in this GitHub account, guys. It's a free, guys. You guys can create your GitHub account, and just so if you execute this command, right? If you select this URL and if you copy this URL and paste it in the Google, then enter in the browser, then enter, it will automatically open these pages, guys. Nothing to worry. It is a public repository. It's not a private repository. It's a public repository. Okay, guys, understood?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what is that? Today is the sixth day. I will upload all the recordings. So whatever the images, and whatever the files, I will upload it here, and will upload it in the GitHub account. Okay. Yeah, guys. So today is very important topic, guys. So very important topic. We are deep diving into the commands. So we are deep diving into the commands. Now you know. Now you know, right, guys? The purpose of the file system hierarchy. Each directory having their own purpose. And so what this is, guys? This is our CentOS 7 OS. Guys, how many are installed the CentOS 7? How many are installed CentOS 7 machine or a VM or a server VM on your lappy? Guys, so how many people are installed? No one, huh? Yeah, the CentOS 7 is so installed, right? So what is this is, guys? Who is installed CentOS 9? Roshan Raj. Very good. Yeah. So right. So CentOS 7 is installed. The CentOS 7 is installed. What this is, guys? This is a shell, right? I already told you. So where you are working on the shell. What this is, guys? This is a CLI OS. What is this, guys? CLI OS, command line interface OS. This is a CLI OS. How you are operating the server, guys? How you are operating with the servers, guys?
Through commands.
Very good. Through commands only. So how you are operating this OS, guys? Through commands only. Through commands. Through commands only. We can operate this OS through commands only. So guys, so as of now, what this is, guys? So once you start the CentOS 7, it is asking the login. What is this, guys? Login as. So login as which user, guys? Login as a root user. Root is a super user, and they and so it will ask a password. It will ask the password, something like for password is red hat. So red hat. So once you provided the username password, then it will show in the user prompt. What it is, guys? User prompt. Localhost twilt, localhost, then twilt is nothing but a present working directory. Hash. You logged in as a root user, right? This is the hash user. Yeah, now you understood, right? Here, this is the so you logged in as a user. For example, same as a HP. So I logged in as a HP user. How you are interacting with this OS, Windows OS, guys? Windows OS, we have a GUI, right? We can interact with this. The same way how you are interacting with this Linux, guys, you can interact with the this command, this shell. What this is, guys? Once you logged into this is the user prompt. So user prompt is nothing but a user prompt. It open the shell, guys. What it opens? It opens the shell prompt. In the shell prompt, you can execute the commands. You can execute the commands. Right. I already told the basic commands. Basic commands. What are these, guys? I already told the basic commands. What are the basic commands, guys?
ls,
ls. ls is nothing but a no, the basic. So you don't know, right? When you log into, so the right, for example, someone someone gave the IP address and username, password, username, password, the IP address and username and password. Yeah, guys. Yeah. Someone gave the IP address. IP address, this is the IP address of the server, guys. So what is the IP address of the server? 192. So 168.56.101. I will tell you, guys. I will tell you the IP address. Don't worry. Just you guys remember this is the IP address. Right? Someone gave the IP address, username and password. Right? So someone you gave the password. Then you can use the putty to putty and you can connect the server. Can connect the server, but it is showing the black screen. It is showing the black screen, right? It is showing the a black screen. So I want to start the CentOS 7. Yeah, it's showing the a blank screen. It's showing the blank screen. So, but I want to know which OS is installed on this motion, guys. So which OS is installed on this mission? This mission. So how do you know, guys, which command need to execute? Guys, which OS is installed on this mission? So how do you know and which command need to execute? Saturday, Roshan, everyone can speak out. Which command? I want to check so which OS is installed on this mission? What is the command to check it? What is the command, guys? Saturday?
don't know, sir.
Don't know now. We already discussed, guys. cat/etc red hat hyphen release. So if it is a some other in OSS //tct OS hyphen release, OS hyphen release. Who logged into the system? How do you know which command? Who logged into the system? Who am I? So how many users are logged in? Who? How many users are logged in? So who? And what is the tilt symbol, guys? Tilt shows the present working directory. PWD. PWD is nothing but a present working directory. Present working directory. Guys, understood? So this is a present working directory. And ls. ls is nothing but a files, list of files and directories. What is that, guys? It will shows the list of directories and files. LL is nothing but a long list. L is nothing but a long list, guys. Mute yourself. Satyareddy. Yeah. So LL is nothing but a long list. LS is nothing but a list of files and directories. Yeah. So it is a black screen, right, guys? How do you know if it is a file or a directory or a link file? How do you know? How do you know if it is a file or directory or link file? Guys, how do you know? The starting letter is hyphen. The starting letter is hyphen. So the starting letter is hyphen is nothing but a file. The starting letter D is nothing but a RWX is nothing but a directory. The starting letter is L, RWX, RWX is nothing but a link file. Guys, did you watch the recording or not, guys? You guys are watched the recording or not? Satyreddy, did you watch the recording or not?
Yes, sir. I have watched the recording.
Hmm. I already said these commands, right?
No, sir.
No, no. Image day 5, right? Day 5 Linux file system hierarchy. It's been administrator, root user. Yeah, day 4. Yeah, which class I already. Day 5 Linux. Hmm. I told you. Hmm. I already informed you guys, right? The Linux material also. The previous calls also I showed to you guys. I remember. So I informed this one, right? Uname hyphen R, uname hyphen A. The directory, it is a link file, normal file, directory file, or a link file, right? Guys, Saturday.
Yes, sir.
So I already told you, right?
You have told only types of files. I mean, sir.
Normal file, directory, link file, right?
Yes, sir. You just
Yeah,
told
that I
about it.
already, who am I, who.
Yes, sir.
I remember. I already informed these topics, right? Who am I, who, and the file system also. I remember I discussed. Okay, the commands. You guys now you understood, right? So LL is nothing but a long list. LS is nothing but a list of files and directories. Hyphen is nothing but a file. D is nothing but a directory, and L is nothing but a link file. So if you use the ls command, list command, so it will not figure out the if it is a file or directory. So if it is a file or directory, so how you can figure out? You can figure out by using the ll command. Ll is nothing but a long list. What is that, guys? Ll is nothing but a long list. It shows the everything. It will shows the everything, guys. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yep, 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 yep. Yeah, the second one, guys. Yeah, how to so how to operate the Linux machine. So there are something like uh, so directory and file handling file handling tools. So file handling tools and text processing tools. So file and directory handling tools, text processing tools. So what are the directory handling tools? LS, PWD, LL, who am I, who am, who am I, who, and cat, CD, MK, DIR. So what is CD and what is MKDIR? What is CD and what is MKDIR? Here CD is nothing but a
Change
change
directory.
directory. What is that, guys?
Change
Change
directory.
directory. What is change directory? For example, so for example, yeah. So for example, so you are in the yeah. So now you are in the now you are in the desktop directory. Now you are in the desktop directory. In the desktop directory, you are directly going to the you see. So you are in the C drive users. In the users HP directory, HP folder. In the HP folder, there is a desktop folder. In the desktop folder, there is a 360-degree a Linux AWS freshers folder. In this folder, again, we have a day one. Again, we have a day one. So right, I want to go to 360 degrees, or I want to go to day one. If it is a Windows, right, directly if you double click it automatically, it automatically go into the directory. Automatically go into the folder in the Windows. But in the Linux, if you want to go to the, for example, this is the root user. You created a file called as a day one. The day one or a 360-degree. You created 360-degree directory. Again, in the 360 directory, you created a hurry directory. In the hurry directory, day one directory. Day one, you created a class one. You created a class two. Now you are in the which directory, guys? Now you are in the which directory? You are in the class two directory. So for example, you logged in as a root user. You logged in as a root user, root at the rate localhost, twilt and hash. Now you are in the which directory, guys? Once you run the PWD, you are in the /root, because of once you logged in as a root user's home directory is /root. Now you are in the which directory? Root user directory. So I want to so I want to create a directory mkdir, for example, 360 degree 360 degree. So if you use the mkdir is nothing but to create a directory. To create a directory. Yeah, you created the directory. So I want to go to the 360 directory. Now you are in the which directory? You are in the root directory. I want to go to the 360 directory. How you can go to? You can go to by using cd, change directory. What is cd, guys? Change directory. I want to change directory from root to 360 degree. 360 degree. cd 360 degree. So once you execute this command, now you are in the, if you execute the pwd command, so where you are? You are
360 degree.
under the, very good. You are under the root. You are under the /root. In the /root, you created a 360 degree and you go to the, you went to the this directory degree, sorry, this degree. Now where you are? So what present directory shows where you are? You are under the root. Under the root, you created you under the root, there is a 360 degree. Under the 360 degree. Now you understood? CD and mkdir. So I want to create a multiple directories at a time. Mkdir, class 1, class 2, class 3. You can use the So a space, and you can create a directories at a time. I want to create a 30 directories. We created a 30 directories here, right? So it created a 30 directories.
Sorry, you are creating 30 folders.
I created the 30 folders. Here I created a 30 folders, right? I created a 30 folders. So I want to create a, I want to, where I am in the root, right? I want to create a 30 folders at a time. What is the command? mkdir day 1 day hyphen open braces 1 dot 30 close braces. So it will create 30 directories at a time. Day 1 to day 1, day 2, day 3, day 30. I want to create a mkdir week. So week. So 1 to 2 dots and 1 to 4. So it will create the 4 weeks. I want to create a month. mkdir month hyphen open braces 1 to how many months, guys? 12 months. So month 1, month 2, month 3, month up to 12 months it created. So if you create a multiple directories at any time, you can use this type of command. mkdir day hyphen open braces 1 dot 30. 1 dot 30. I will show you guys 1 second. IPA 103. 103, right, guys? Yeah, guys. So if you want to come out from this cursor, you see, guys, now the cursor is in this server. I want to come out the cursor point from this server to outside. So you can use in the keyboard there is a right control. In the keyboard there is a right keyboard, right? In the right side there is a control button, right? Left side also there is a control button, and right side also there is a control button. You can use the right side control button. Press the right side control button. You see the mouse pointer came out from the server. So if you want to go into that server, you can use the mouse pointer left click. Left click, you know you are in the now you are in the server. You want to come out, you can use the control, right control. In the keyboard there is a right control button, right? If you click the right control button, it will come out. So it will come out, guys. So I'm connecting this server through putty. I will tell you, no worries, guys. I will tell you, no worries. So as of now you didn't understand. If I tell, so I will tell you 160.168.56.103. Guys, everyone can speak out. What is the IP address? Guys, everyone can speak out. What is the IP address?
192.168.56
dot
103.
Very good. So this is the IP address of this of your server. So the change settings, appearance, change settings, and 18. I want to change it to 18. Yeah, guys. Now, what is the user, guys? What is the
Root
user, guys? Root. Root is a which
user.
user, guys? Root is a super user. Root can do anything. What is the password? Password is I set as a red hat.
Red hat.
Red hat. Red hat. Yeah, guys. So I want to create a so where I am, you can execute the command called as a pwd. Where you are, guys? You are under the which directory?
Root directory.
Very good. In the root directory, you are trying to create a directory called as a mkdir or something like a 360 degree. What is that, guys? 360 degree. Mkdir 360 degree. Already exist. I created. Last time I already created. Guys, I am deleting. I will tell you, no worries, guys. Whatever the commands I am using, right? You guys can watch only that readings. I deleted the file. I deleted the directory, guys. Now you check it. There is no ls. What is the first command? Whenever you log into the server, you can execute the command pwd. What is pwd, guys? Pwd is nothing but a
Present working
present
directories.
working directory. So tilt, you see guys, tilt symbol showing the where you are, your present working directory. Now your present working directory is
Roots.
a root. You want to create a directory in the, you want to create a directory in the in the root. So 360 degree. What is that, guys? 360 degree. Now let's check it if the directory is created or not. ls, yeah, the directory is created, but we don't know that is a directory or not. How you can verify? By using the ll command. The first letter is d, that is nothing but a directory. So in that ll, in the long list, if the first letter is d, is nothing but a directory. The first letter is hyphen, is nothing but a file. So now you are under the root. In the under the root, we have a two file two. We have a two. One is directory, one is file. I want to go to that directory 360 degree. What is the command, guys? cd change directory. Cd change directory. Here directly in the Windows, you can directly double click, it automatically goes. So I want to create a directory. I want to create a folder, guys. In the Windows, you just go to the new, then folder. You can create a folder, for example, 360 degree. 360 degree. But in the in the Linux, so everything through commands only. If you want to create the directory, through commands. If you want to go to the directory, if you want to create a file, if you want to remove the file, if you want to delete the file, if you want to rename the directory or a file, right? Everything through commands only. If you want to install a software, definitely need to do through commands only. Through commands only. We can learn the commands. If you want to operate Linux machine, definitely you need to learn the commands. You need to learn the commands, but it will be very easy, guys. Is it easy or not? Guys, is it easy or not, guys? Just you
Sir?
practice, guys. Is it easy or not? The commands.
Yes, sir.
Yes, right. Guys, so please practice. If you are practicing more and more, it will be easy to remember the commands, guys. Is it very easy, guys? Is it very easy,
Sir,
easy? Hmm.
every time we log in as a root user, sir, in Linux.
Yes. Every time. But in the real time, so you are not logged to the root user. You are logged to your own user. Okay, your normal user account. So administrators, Linux engineers will have access to the root user. So developers don't have the access to the root users because of you are the developers, you don't know the Linux, right, guys?
Sir, after this course, can we mention in our skills, can we mention Linux operating system also?
Sure, definitely. You are learning, right? You are learning the
But
Linux.
basics.
Basics. What you can tell is, so I have the basic knowledge. You don't have a experience, but you have a knowledge, right? You have a knowledge on the Linux, you have a knowledge on the AWS, right?
Yes, we have to mention we have fundamental knowledge on Linux.
The basics, fundamentals of Linux and fundamentals of AWS. Okay, yeah.
Yes,
CD is nothing but a 360 degree. I want to where you are, which command you want to execute? You want to execute in the pwd command. Pwd is nothing but a present working directory. Where you are under the root. Under the root, there is a
360
360
degree
days
directories.
directory. Where you are under the 360 degree directory. So I want to create a mkdir. I want to create a multiple directories at a time. Class 1, class 2, class 3. I want to create a 3 directories in the 360 degree directory. Now you can check it. ls class 1, class 2, class 3 created, right? I want to create a day 1 to day 30. Day 1 to day 30 in the class 1. cd class 1. Yeah. So where I am? pwd. Where I am? You are under the root. Under the root, there is a 360 degrees. Under the 360 degrees, there is a class 1. You are under the class 1 directory. Now I want to create a, a number of directories. Day hyphen colon 1 dot 30 close braces. Let's check. So how many directories created from day 1 to day 30? It created multiple directories at a time by using the this command, right? Where you are under the root 360-degree and class 1. I want to go to day 1 ls. So where you are, guys? Where you are under the root 360-degree directory class 1. Under class 1 there is a day 1. Where you are under the day 1 directory. You are under the day 1 directory. I want to go to the one step back. I want to go to one step back. How you can go? You can go by using the cd dot dot. Cd dot dot. You see, guys, where you are under the day 1. So I want to go back one step. What is the step 1? Class 1. Where you are under the class 1. Right, guys? Again, I am going to again cd day 1. Yeah, where I am under the root 360 degrees class 1 day 1. I want to go to two steps back, guys. Cd dot dot slash dot dot. Cd dot dot slash dot dot. So pwd. So where you are under the 360 degrees directory. You want to go to two steps back, two directories back. You can use the cd dot dot slash dot dot. So one step back, you can use the cd dot dot. So cd class 1 cd cd day 1. Yeah. So again, so you are in the which directory? Pwd. You are in the which directory? Root 360 degrees class 1 class day 1. I want to go to three steps back. I want to go to three steps back. Cd dot dot slash dot dot slash. I want to go to four steps back. Cd dot dot slash dot dot. I want to go to five steps back. Cd dot dot slash dot dot. I want to go to the same and so on. You can use how many times you can use it. So I want to go to three steps back. So where you are, every time you guys can execute the command pwd, you are under the root. You are under the root. Guys, understood the commands? Guys, understood or not?
Yes, sir.
So yeah, pwd, mkdir, cd, uname. So uname -r is nothing but the kernel version. I already told you, right, guys? The kernel version. The kernel version. So something like this is your hardware. In the hardware there is a kernel. In the kernel there is a shell. In the shell you guys can
Write commands.
you can interact with these commands. Now you are interacting with these commands, right? So this is nothing but a user prompt. What this is? This is a user prompt. What is the user prompt? Root @ localhost tilt hash. So this is nothing but a shell, guys. So this is nothing but a shell. So which shell you are using in the Linux? You are using the Linux in the bin bash. Which shell, guys? Bash shell. Bash is nothing but a bono again shell. This is also one type of shell. One type of shell. No worries, guys. Going forward, you will learn. This is a hardware. Your hardware VM, then kernel. So then shell. What is that, guys? Shell. So kernel is a art of the Linux. Kernel is a art of the Linux, guys. So how do you know which version of the kernel is running? You can use the command, call it as a uname -r. -a is nothing but the entire architecture will shows. Architecture will shows. So how do you know which OS is installed on your machine? By using /cat ECC OS-release. OS-release. Guys, understood now? So what is the command to to see which OS is installed on your machine, because of that is a shell prompt, right? In the black screen, you don't know which OS is installed. So you can figure out by using the class cat slash etc os-release. os-release. I already uploaded this document, guys. You guys can go through it. Where is the document? One second. In the Linux material, right? Linux material. So I will upload in the day 6, guys, this material. You guys can go through it. Oh, guys, understood? Very easy. Very, 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 very easy. Okay. So this is the Linux. You already knows who Linux, who invented everything. A kernel. So kernel is a central component of the operating system. It acts as an interface between the user application and hardware. The main aim of the kernel is to manage the communication between the software and hardware. Okay, software and hardware. Shell. So what is a shell? A shell is a software program that allows you to interact and access a computer system. Access a computer system. User can enter the commands in the shell prompt. So where you are executed your commands, guys, you are executed commands in the shell prompt. Echo dollar shell, shell, shell. So which shell, guys, you are interacting? You are interacting your voice through the bash shell. So born again shell. So shell is a software program that allows you to interact and access a computer system. User can enter commands in the shell prompt, which will be executed by the shell. Since the only means of the communication through shell is text, it is known as a command line interface. Since the only means of the communication through shell is text, it is known as a command line interface. A shell is a command interpreter, serves as a user interface to the Linux kernel. Types of shells: sh shell, bash shell, c shell, tch shell, and k shell. So which shell we are using, guys? Bash. Bash is nothing but a born again shell. Okay. Shell is nothing but a to interact to interact
To
to
interact with
interact to.
OS, we need shells.
Yeah, very good. Is it easy, right? Sati,
Yes, sir.
Satyareddy, hardware kernel shell. You know Satyareddy, did you watch it, that movie, Channakeswar Reddy?
Yes, sir.
That time Balakrishna is shouting like Satyareddy, right? That time it will open the sumos, right? And it will burst the sumos, right?
Okay, sir.
Hmm.
Understood.
Yeah, kernel, hardware, kernel, shell. So hardware, so within the hardware you install the Linux. Linux kernel is the heart of
Heart
the
of
OS, the
the
OS. So it
OS.
will communicate between the shell and the hardware. Shell and the hardware. You write cd, grep, day2, compilers, application. These are the commands, right? These are the users. So for example, Hari, Satyareddy, Soumya, Kirana, Vamshi, whatever it may be, guys.
Sir,
Okay? Yeah.
here kernel
Hmm.
will communicate with hardware. We communicate with OS
Yes,
through shell,
through shell.
and kernel will communicate with hardware
Yes, yes,
through
yes,
sir.
yes. Kernel will communicate with hardware through there is a init RAM FFs. Those are the device drivers. It will communicate through the device drivers.
Yes.
Okay. So I already told you, right, guys? Run levels. Init 0 is nothing but a halt. Init 1 is nothing but a single user mode. Init 2 is nothing but a multi-user with network access. Init 3 is nothing but a multi-user with networking. So 4 is unused. 5 is multi-user with X Windows. 6 is reboot. So if you want to reboot your mission, what is the command, guys? Init 6. Init 6 is a reboot mission. Init 0 is nothing but a halt or shut down your mission. Okay. Yeah, you already knows, right? This one, who am I, who types of files, file system hierarchy, then commands. Yeah, so uname -r is nothing but a to see the kernel version. Uname -a, the architecture, entire architecture. LSCP is nothing but a CPU information like x86, 64-bit or 32-bit or 64-bit. ARCH is nothing but architecture of the OS. mkdir folder name, it will create the
Course loss.
yeah, you already knows everything. This mkdir is nothing but a make a directory. Mkdir, you want to create a many number of directory, you can use mkdir, CentOS, Unix, Fedora. If you want to create a number of directories at a time, day-1 dot dot 30. So A to Z, unit-a dot dot Z, unit A, unit B, unit C, up to unit Z. Creation of folders and subfolders. I will tell you tomorrow this one, guys. Yeah, mkdir. So mkdir, create the directory, ls to check it, cd enter into the directory, cd come out directory, and you created a number of directories, and we'll show you tomorrow this one. Yeah, cd, it will go to the directory. Yeah, pwd to check the where you are, cd dot dot, it come to one step back, to come to two steps back, to come to three steps back, and so on. Guys, cd hyphen go to the last working directory, and cd go to the user's home directory. I will show you these two. What is that? You know, cd dot dot. So you know, cd dot dot, cd dot dot dot, cd dot dot. Cd dot dot means
It will goes back.
it will come one step back. Okay, one step back. Cd dot dot, two steps back. Two steps means two directories back. Okay. Cd dot dot slash dot dot slash dot dot slash dot dot, etc. You know, guys, now you understood ECT. Okay. Two steps, three steps. Cd hyphen is nothing but a, so where you
Root
are
directory.
in the last working directory, it will go to last working directory. It will go to last working directory. It will go to last working directory. Then cd enter, it will go to your logged in logged in home directory. It will go to directly logged in home directory. I will show you. Yeah, guys. So where you are, pwd cd, what is that, 360-degree. Guys, if you use the tab, you can type the two letters, and if you use the tab button, it will directly add another letters also, guys. Now you are in the ls, right? It will show cd class. Just I typed the class, I pressed the tab two times. Yeah, we have a two types of three classes. Just you can use the class one, where you are under the class one. In the class one, there is a day one, right? Day one. Yeah. So where you are, guys? You are under the root
D1
360
directory.
directory. Class one. In the class one, there is a D1 directory. You are under the D1 directory. If you execute the cd hyphen, so the last directory. So what is the last directory, guys? The last directory is the last
D1.
command. You executed the which command? Executed the last command, cd class one, right? So where you are? You are under the class one. So if you execute the cd entire enter, it will directly go to the It will directly go to the your logged in's home directory. Your logged in home directory. Your logged in home directory. Guys, now understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Very good, guys. So very good. So now you understood, right? What you understood? File. Yeah. What is that, guys? File handling tools. We have more, but I will show you. So I will show you later. So tomorrow we'll discuss the text processing tools. Now you handled with the directories. I want to create a file. I want to modify a file. I want to modify. I want to create and I want to delete a file. Right? I want to rename a file. Tomorrow we'll show you. So text if some so today we handle the directories. Today we handle the directories. Tomorrow we will handle the file.
Sir, you said
Hmm.
CentOS is 7 afterwards.
I will how to handle file. Yeah. So if you guys want to watch it, you guys can stay. Otherwise, you guys can drop off, guys. So I will stop the recording now.